Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Science Classes. In the last class, we learned about the plant tissues. So in the today's class, I will be telling you about animal tissues. So let's see. What are the type of tissues present in animals? Basically, there are only 4 types of tissues present. One is epithelial tissues, the second one is connective tissue, third is muscular tissue and fourth is nervous tissue. Now, what are epithelial tissues? Epithelial tissues are the covering tissue. Covering tissue मतलब हमारे बॉडी को कवर करता है ये. ऊपर से अगर हम देखें तो हमारा बॉडी किस चीज से कवर होता है? स्किन से. So they are present in the skin. Skin are made up of epithelial tissues and also certain organs में they are they form a covering. So they are basically covering tissues. Their function is to cover the different organs and also our body. Like epithelial tissue forms a thin protective layer of cells. It covers the surface of the body and forms the lining of various body cavities and internal organs. Epithelial cells may be flat, cuboidal or columnar in shape. So they are the covering tissues. Alright. So now we are going to learn about the types of epithelial tissues. See. These are squamous epithelial tissues. These are ciliated epithelial tissues and these are columnar and these are cuboidal. Cuboidal का मतलब क्या है? Cube shape. You can see in the image. These are cube shape. That is why they have a name cuboidal epithelium. And this one is squamous epithelium. These are like generally spherical and center में this is a nucleus. Now these are ciliated epithelium. Ciliated का क्या मतलब होता है? Cilia. ये जो hair like projections दिख रहा है like this. These are hair like projections. Here you can see in the image. These are like hair like projections. These are nucleus. These are nucleus. These are cilia. Cilia helps in the movement. So that is why the name is ciliated, because of the presence of cilia. Now the fourth one is columnar. This is in the form of column. It looks like a column. And the center portion, black one is, these are the nucleus. So, number one is squamous epithelium. They are composed of thin, flattened and polygonal cells. They are polygonal in shape. Alright. And they are thin. What are the examples? The cells of the outer layer of skin. Alright. They form the outer layer of skin. These cells are usually protective. Now, what is their function? A protective. They help in the protection. Function of squamous epithelium is protection. Number 2, cuboidal epithelium. They are composed of cube-like cells. Example, inner wall lining of kidney tubules. These cells are usually concerned with absorption. These are cube-shaped cells, and what is the function? They help in absorption. Where are they present? They are present in the inner wall lining of kidney tubules. Now number 3, columnar epithelium. They are composed of vertically arranged tall cylindrical or column-like cells. Example, inner lining of stomach and intestine. These cells are usually secretory. So what is the function of columnar epithelium? They help in secretion. And where are they present? What is the example? They are present in inner lining of stomach. Stomach के अंदर वाले layer में ये present होता है. और कहाँ present होता है? Intestine में. Intestine, it's an elongated structure after the stomach. You must have read in the digestive system. So their function is they help in secretion. What is their shape? They are like column shaped, columnar epithelium. This one is columnar epithelium. Now number 4. Number 4 is ciliated epithelium. At some places in the body, for example, in the lining of the windpipe and oviduct, the columnar epithelium has developed cilia. Such an epithelium is called ciliated epithelium. The cilia keeps lashing and move the substance in its contact. Why they are known as ciliated epithelium? Because of the presence of cilia. Cilia क्या होता है? Cilia are the hair-like structure. These are known as cilia. All right. So what is their function? They helps in the movement of substances. They keeps lashing and move the substances in its contact. मतलब उसके contact में जो भी substances आता है वो उसको move करता है. They helps in the movement. This is the diagram of ciliated epithelium. Number 2 is connective tissues. So as the name suggests, connective tissues का मतलब भी होता है they helps in connection, connect करता है, tissues को एक साथ connect करता है, tissues को organs के साथ connect करता है ना? Connective tissues connects various other tissues and organs as well as it provides support to different organs to keep them in proper position. Connective tissues are of 3 types. Number 1 is supportive connective tissue, number 2 is fibrous connective tissue, and number 3 is fluid connective tissue. Now we are going to read about the first one, that is supportive connective tissue. Now supporting connective tissues consist of cartilage and bone. Bones क्या होता है? As we all know, bones is the hard material present in our body. If you will touch your hand, you will feel hard. There is a hardening, that is a bone. है ना? Bones हमारे body में present होता है. And what is this cartilage? If you will touch your nose, all right, you will feel a little hardness, little softer than the bone, then that is a cartilage. If you will touch your ears, you will feel like थोड़ा hard feel हो रहा है, then that is also a cartilage. Cartilage covers the ends of bones and gives support to certain organs such as tip of the nose, external projection of the ear and windpipe. Windpipe में भी होता है. It is a elongated structure like this. Windpipe होता है ना इस तरह से. तो ऐसा वहाँ पे कौन सा प्रेजेंट होता है टिश्यू? कार्टिलेज. Projection of the ear and windpipe. Press, fold or twist your external ear and leave it. It reverts to its normal shape. Now you can try this. You can press your ears and then just leave it. It will go back to its normal shape. It reverts to its normal shape. You can feel the supporting cartilage in your ears. Similarly, there is a cartilage between your 2 nostrils at the tip of the nose. The cartilage consists of a clear ground tissue which contains a large number of spaces, each occupied by 1 or more cells. So here in the image, these are the matrix. What are these? These are clear ground substances, basically fluid. These are known as matrix, which contains a large number of spaces, each occupied by 1 or more cells. These are empty cell spaces and these are the cells present. This is a section of a cartilage. Number B is bone. Bone is the main supportive structure of vertebrate. Bone is like, as I already told you, it is so strong that helps in the support. It supports all the vertebrates. Alright. The bone cells are embedded in a hard matrix of calcium and phosphorus salt. Their function is to provide support to the body. The matrix is deposited in the form of concentric layer around a central canal. You can see in the image. The bone cells occupy small spaces. These spaces are known as Haversian canals and this fluid filled area is known as matrix. These matrix are deposited in the form of concentric layers. This is like this. They all are arranged in layers. Alright. So this is a section of human bone. You can see these are known as Haversian canals. So bone, what is the function of bone? The main function of bone is it supports. It helps in supporting the body. Okay. Supportive structure of vertebrates. Now number 2 is fibrous connective tissues. Fibrous connective tissues serves for packing and binding of most of the organ. Now what are the type of fibrous connective tissue? Areolar tissue binds our skin to the underlying tissue. Number B is adipose tissue, contains cells filled with fat globules. Number C is tendons, connect muscles to bones at joint. And number 4 is ligaments, connect a bone to another bone at joint. So what is the function of fibrous connective tissue? They help in binding, मतलब एक दूसरे के साथ जोड़ के रखता है. Most of the organs को, tissues को क्या करता है? Helps in a binding, मतलब जोड़ने में help करता है. In the image you see these are like calf muscle, this is tendon, okay, and this is ligament. टेंडन का क्या करता है? टेंडन कनेक्ट्स मसल टू बोन्स. मसल, ये हो गया काफ मसल एंड दिस इज द बोन, यू कैन सी. तो ये दोनों को जो जोड़ के रखता है मसल और बोन्स के बीच में कौन सा क्या रहता है, कौन सा टिश्यू? टेंडन्स. टेंडन्स कनेक्ट्स काफ बोन्स to the muscles. Now ligaments, what is the function of ligaments? Ligament connects bone to another bone. Bone से को bone से connect करता है. See ligaments, there is a bone and this is also a bone. अब इन दोनों के बीच में क्या है? Ligaments. तो this is the basic difference between tendons and ligaments and this is important. Tendon connects muscle to bone, alright, and ligaments connects bone to bone. Areolar tissue is also a like form of a fibrous connective tissue. तो connective tissue का मतलब ये है connect करना. तो areolar tissue connects our skin to the underlying tissue. हमारे skin को connect करता है किससे? skin के beneath जो tissues है उससे. Alright. Now adipose tissue contains cells filled with fat globules. So what does adipose tissue contain? They contain fat globules. This is important. This can come in like one word answers and all that. Number third, fluid connective tissue. There are two fluid connective tissue. Number one is blood and number two is lymph. Now what is the blood? We all see it is red in color. Whenever we get hurt, blood starts flowing. So blood is red in color और blood में कौन कौन सी चीज प्रेजेंट होती है? रेड ब्लड सेल्स और आरबीसी, प्लेटलेट्स एंड व्हाइट ब्लड सेल और डब्ल्यूबीसी. सो रेड ब्लड में तीन चीज होता है, आरबीसी, डब्ल्यूबीसी एंड प्लेटलेट्स ब्लड. ओके, सो आरबीसी जो होता है वो स्पेरिकल शेप इस तरह का होता है, ओवल काइंड ऑफ, नॉट प्रॉपर स्फेरिकल. और जो डब्ल्यूबीसी होगा वो बिल्कुल राउंड शेप का होता है ऐसा. एंड प्लेटलेट्स आर लाइक दिस, दे आर लाइक लिटिल बिट फ्लैट एरिया, लाइक दिस, लिटिल बिट फ्लैट. ओके, इन द इमेज यू कैन सी दिस इज आरबीसी, दिस इज प्लेटलेट्स एंड दिस इज डब्ल्यूबीसी. सो ब्लड इज कंपोज्ड ऑफ बोथ लिक्विड एंड सेल्यूलर पार्ट. ब्लड में दो पार्ट होता है, एक तो होता है लिक्विड पार्ट और दूसरा होता है सेल्यूलर पार्ट. सेल्यूलर पार्ट मतलब सेल्स, आरबीसी, डब्ल्यूबीसी और प्लेटलेट्स. द लिक्विड पार्ट इन द ब्लड इज द प्लाज्मा. लिक्विड पार्ट जो होता है ब्लड में उसको हम लोग प्लाज्मा बोलते हैं. एंड द सेल्यूलर पार्ट इंक्लूड्स द आरबीसी, व्हाइट ब्लड सेल्स, रेड ब्लड कॉर्पसल्स और रेड ब्लड सेल्स, डब्ल्यूबीसी और व्हाइट ब्लड कॉर्पसल्स या फिर व्हाइट ब्लड सेल्स एंड प्लेटलेट्स. तो ब्लड में दो चीजें होती है, एक तो सेल्स होता है आरबीसी, डब्ल्यूबीसी और प्लेटलेट, और क्या होता है? प्लाज्मा होता है. प्लाज्मा इज अ फ्लूइड. नाउ नंबर 2, lymph. Lymph is the fluid surrounding the body cells. It is essentially the plasma with some leukocytes or WBC or white blood cell that have oozed out of the blood capillaries. It lacks RBC and blood platelets. मतलब lymph में क्या होता है? RBC नहीं होता है, रेड ब्लड सेल्स नहीं होगा और ब्लड प्लेटलेट्स नहीं होगा. तो उसमें क्या होगा? ब्लड में क्या होता है? प्लाज्मा होता है, WBC, RBC, प्लेटलेट्स. तो इसमें RBC नहीं है, RBC हटा दो, नो RBC नहीं है, प्लेटलेट नहीं है, तो फिर क्या बचा? WBC और प्लाज्मा. तो WBC प्लस प्लाज्मा, व्हाट डज दिस कंस्टिट्यूट? इसमें लिम्फ में होता है. ठीक है. Fluid connective tissue is mainly concerned with the transportation of substances like glucose, amino acid and oxygen. So what is the function of fluid connective tissue? It helps in the transportation of substances. What kind of substances? Glucose, amino acids, oxygen, etc. Now number 3 is muscular tissue. Now what is a muscle? Muscle, you know, you have seen बाइसेप्स, ट्राइसेप्स, सिक्स पैक, ये सब क्या होता है? मसल्स होता है हमारे बॉडी में। जो हार्ड पार्ट होता है वो होता है बोन, और जो सॉफ्ट पार्ट वी कैन टच दैट इज अ मसल, एंड द आउटर कवरिंग इज स्किन. तो नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू रीड अबाउट मसल्स. मस्कुलर टिश्यू फॉर्म्स द मसल्स ऑफ द बॉडी. तो मसल्स जो फॉर्म होता है due to muscular tissue. The muscles can contract and relax. Thus they help the body in all movement and locomotion. तो contract and relax is the property of muscular tissue. मतलब contract मतलब इस तरह से, like this, contract and relax. And muscles help in the movement and locomotion. This is the important function of muscular tissue. They helps in movement and locomotion. Now, there are three kind of muscles. Number one is striated, other name is skeletal, stripped or voluntary muscle. Number two is unstriated, the another name is smooth muscles or unstriped or involuntary muscles. And number third is cardiac or heart muscles. This is present only in our heart. Striated muscles और स्केलेटल मसल और वॉलंटरी मसल. वॉलंटरी का मतलब क्या होता है? विच इज अंडर आवर कंट्रोल, वी कैन कंट्रोल. Striated muscles found attached to bones are under the control of the will of an individual. The muscles in your arm move only when you want. अब हम लोग अपना हाथ हिलाते हैं ना, because of our wish. If we want, we can raise our hand. If we want, we can move our hand in any direction we want. For example, when you want to throw a ball, you move your arm. हम लोग को बॉल फेंकना है, then we move in our hand in that direction. So it is in our wish. If you want to like drink a glass of water, है ना, तो हम लोग अपने अकॉर्डिंग अपना आर्म्स मूव कर सकते हैं. तो आर्म्स में कौन सा मसल है? स्ट्रैटेड मसल्स. स्ट्रैटेड मसल्स आर अंडर आवर कंट्रोल. सच मसल्स कंस्टिट्यूट अबाउट 40% of the body weight. How much percentage? 40%. They constitute about 40% of the body weight. Common places to find such muscles are arms and legs, face, neck, etc. हम लोग neck भी अपना मूव कर सकते हैं ना, any direction. Like हम लोग left देख सकते हैं, right देख सकते हैं ना, तो we can move. तो they are present in neck, face, legs and arms. Now, number two is unstriated muscles. Unstriated muscles are not under control of one's will. They are not under our control. Involuntary बोलते हैं. That is why involuntary. Unstriated muscles का दूसरा नाम क्या है? Involuntary. Involuntary का मतलब होता है not in our control. हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं है. Movement like passage of food in the alimentary canal, for example, are caused by the contraction of the unstriated muscle in the intestinal walls. So they contract themselves. हम लोग कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं कर सकते. अब जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर हम लोग फूड खा रहे हैं तो वो हमारे फूड पाइप से सीधा नीचे जाएगा हमारे स्टोमक पे, तो वो हम लोग के वी कांट डू इट. वो मसल्स का काम है, मसल्स खुद ही करता है. वी कांट कंट्रोल हाउ, लाइक वी आर गोइंग टू just eat the food and the food goes down because of the contraction of muscles. Which muscles helps in the contraction of the passage of food? Unstriated muscles. Such muscles are composed of cylinder tapering cells. Muscles of the iris in the eye and those in the urinary bladder wall are also unstriated or smooth muscles. So where are they present? They are present in the intestinal walls. Intestinal walls, intestine के अंदर food जो है वो pass हो रहा है due to contraction of these unstriated muscles, which is not in our control. They are present in the iris in the eye. Iris क्या होता है? eyes में जो area होता है एक, वहाँ पे ये unstriated muscle present होता है. And those in the urinary bladder wall, urinary bladder के wall पे present होता है. And they are also known as smooth muscle. Now number third is cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscles, where are they present? They are present only in the heart. Cardiac muscles are also involuntary but of different kind. The cells here are striated and comparatively short. Cardiac muscles are branched. These muscles are found only in the walls of the heart. They can contract without outside stimulation and never get tired in a person's lifetime. So as I already told you, they are present in the heart and they never get tired. Heart क्या होता है? They just go on beating. Okay? Heart तो हमेशा beat करता है. Heart beat stop नहीं होता है unless and until the person is alive. So they are present in the heart and they never get tired. हार्ट हमेशा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता है ना. सो which tissue is present? They are cardiac muscles. These are the structure of unstriated muscle. See, ये सेंटर में जो है these are the nucleus, और साइड में से टेपरिंग एंड्स होता है, मतलब टाइप साइड में ऐसे कॉर्नर्स जो है वो पॉइंटेड है एंड बीच में ऐसे न्यूक्लियस होता है. व्हाट इज द दिस वन इज अनस्ट्राइटेड मसल. दिस इज स्ट्राइटेड मसल. These are elongated structure and the nucleus, you can see here is the nucleus. Okay, these are elongated structure. And number third is this one, cardiac muscles. This black you can see, these are again nucleus and striations. These are known as striations. और ये black जो दिख रहा है, these are the junction between adjacent cells. Number 4 is the nervous tissue. Nervous tissues constitute the nervous system. Nervous system में कौन से tissues होते हैं? Nervous tissue. Okay. This tissue is made up of elongated cells called neurons. Now, nervous system में कौन सा cell present होता है? Neurons. Okay. This is a neuron. Neuron is a single cell. This is the longest cell in our body. एंड ये जो अपर पार्ट है ना, दिस इज नोन एज सेल बॉडी. दिस ब्रांच टाइप ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर कमिंग आउट इज अ डेंड्राइट, और ये सेंटर में है, ये है न्यूक्लियस. और इस तरह का जो ऐसे स्ट्रक्चर है, बीच में जो स्पेस रहता है, दीज आर नोन एज नोड ऑफ रैनवियर. दीज आर इंटर नोड एंड आउटर कवरिंग जो है इसका, दैट इज नोन एज शीथ. सो ये जो टेल वाला एरिया है, दिस वन इलोंगेटेड स्ट्रक्चर, ये एक्सॉन है. ये ऊपर का जो पार्ट है, दिस इज नोन एज साइटोन और सेल बॉडी. एंड ये जो एंडिंग्स है, इसको हम लोग बोलेंगे एक्सॉन टर्मिनल. सो दिस इज अ स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ अ नर्व सेल. Every nerve cell consists of a cell body called cyton, which contains the nucleus and one or more elongated hair-like extensions called dendrites or dendrons. One of these, the axon, may be very long, sometimes as long as 1 meter. Okay, so they are the longest cell of our body. They can be as long as 1 meter. Axons bundle together and form a nerve. When so many axons come together and they join together to form a nerve. Okay, so here you can see this is a nerve and these are like many axons. You can see यहाँ बहुत सारे axons दिख रहे हैं, मतलब बहुत सारा जो nerve है यहाँ पे. Alright, so this is a nerve of a bundle of axons. It consists of a bundle of axons. So in nervous tissue, we learn about neurons. Alright, so this was the end of animal tissue. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. I will see you soon with my another video. So thank you for watching.